3, 2, 1, rolling.
What's up, guys? John here, Titan Talk Tuesday in the studio. Got a new little setup. It's awesome. I put together this awesome fancy desk. These awesome mics all here. So got a nice little professional setup for you guys in here. Hope all is doing well out there. Topsy Photography, Mike Lynch, Savage Gun, Marty Charles, Jurassic Exotic Reptiles, Old School Ball. I got one more out there. Ajax Rod, how you doing? Chief Big Pump, what's going on, man? And these keep coming in. So, guys, I welcome you guys all to Titan Talk Tuesday. Thank you for joining us, supporting us here at Titan Medical Center. Every Tuesday, 6 p.m., I'm going to be with you guys answering all the different questions about all our different therapies or what could possibly work best for you or what's going on. Let me know. Girls, guys, this is all for you. Titan Medical Center therapies can be good for males and females. I get that question a lot. And we ship all around the country. So nationwide service, guys. So wherever you guys are at, we can do blood work with you guys. We can do telemedicine visits with you guys. We can have our pharmacy send directly and ship to your house. So at that point, you guys can get all the therapies and get all the great services of Titan Medical Center. And it's been a big day for some of the old school patients that were with Titan in the beginning because Ohio is officially back on the map for Titan Medical Center. So that means all Ohio patients that were with us before or people that wanted to become Titan Medical Center patients from Ohio, we just couldn't do it at that point in time, it's open for you guys. I had to write a couple of people personally on this. I've been getting dragged through the mud left and right by people because they want Titan Medical Center therapies. They're in Ohio, but we weren't servicing Ohio at the time. So at that point, we're bringing it for you guys. The floodgates are open. Ohio is open, officially back on the map. The Buckeye State, Midwest, I hope you guys are all coming back to us and getting ready and right because summer is right around the corner, guys. So at that point, this is your turn and your time to take advantage of Titan Medical Center therapies. All right, so let's get into the therapy of the week, all right? So the therapy of the week is a really, really good one. And I wasn't talking about this much, and we've had this therapy for, I would say, at least 7 or 8 years already. And you know what? I don't talk about it enough. And I see all these different things out there when it's either on social media or in commercials. And with all the different things that happened these past couple of years with the sickness that went around and people getting sick, had all negative different side effects to the sickness. And it has to do with hair thinning or hair loss. Right now, hair loss, alopecia, which Jada Pinkett Smith on the Oscars, right, has been a big thing too. And it's not just from alopecia. It could be from, anabolic steroid use or androgen use, and that could be with testosterone replacement therapy. It could be genetics. If your parents, your grandfathers on either side or in the family bloodline had baldness or thinning, then you could possibly be prone to it too as well. What's going on, BB Pro Neil? What's going on, dude? I see that workout today. Looking good, dude. All right, so when we talk about this, usually you think about male pattern baldness, right? And that's usually for males. And females think, well, this just affects males. It affects females too as well. And females go through thinning and some go through baldness as well too as well. Or patches as far as that goes. And you know what? For guys, I think it's a little bit more easier per se for at least half of us out there to say, you know what? I don't care. I'm going to shave my head. It is what it is. And go on with it. Some guys are really, really in love with their hair, okay? And they think they're Samson and the power comes from their hair. But, what can you do to help keep that hair, right? Maybe regrow some of that hair that you've lost or even thicken some of that hair as well at the same time, all with one therapy. And that's where Titan Revitalizer Hair Foam really comes into play. So this Revitalizer Hair Foam is prescribed, okay? So the only way you can get it is prescribed from a pharmacy. Now, it has 3 main components in it that do the job of helping regrow, keeping that hair, and thickening that hair as well. And these 3 components are a combination of minoxidil, which you might hear out there, like, they have Rogaine, right? Minoxidil is something that you can get over the counter. It's good for helping, keep some of that hair that you got and not going bald or not lose it as fast, right? It's supposed to slow down the hair aging process. And it's used by a lot of different people out there. That's one main component in this. right? The second component is finasteride. So finasteride is a good medication. It's FDA approved as far as for hair loss. It can help regain or maybe help regrow some hair too as well. Now, finasteride to me orally is definitely not an option. Just for me, I'm just telling you that. A certain percentage of males out there will get negative side effects, and it's almost like a male castration drug. It'll help lower DHT, which is good in one sense to a degree, but bad in another sense because we need DHT. It's not a bad thing. It goes and correlates directly with free testosterone out there. So at that point, we want to make sure that that's not going down too much. But some people, and I was one of them, I took the drug, oral finasteride, Propecia, and it was like 2 milligrams, all the way up to 5 milligrams for about 6 months, and it definitely had those negative side effects, and I definitely didn't want those negative side effects because that's just not me. So at that point, this is topical. So it's not as bad as far as getting any of those negative side effects with directly applying the finasteride and the minoxidil directly to the follicles of the hair, so it helped DHT block hopefully from the follicles in. The third component, Lantrapost. So Lantrapost is a thickening agent for the hair. Now, it was originally prescribed, and it still is FDA approved, for glaucoma. So that has to deal with the eyes, right? But they've seen with studies and side effects that it actually thickened the eyelash hair. So at that point, they've used it in studies, and they are right now currently, to thicken hair. And they found that it does thicken hair up to about 24% in viscosity. So at that point, this is another added combination to throw in the mix. So you have finasteride, minoxidil, and Lantrapost. And at that point, you're going to get, hopefully, not losing any more hair, hopefully regaining some hair and thickening the hair so it looks better, right? You can thicken those hair and thicken those follicles and thicken the strands. Well, not the follicles, but thicken the strands. At that point, it's going to look better and it's going to look more thicker and fuller in your hair. We have a lot of patients that use this, and like I said, I haven't really talked about it too much. I don't know why. Because obviously hair is a big thing for a lot of people out there. And when I started seeing all the different advertisements, some of this garbage out there, and it really doesn't help, man, or it's only one piece of the puzzle. And you really got to have all three pieces to really go the long yard with it, right? I needed this 6 years ago, Mike Lynch. So, yeah, it is good for people. Listen, if you're still thinning and you're getting down there, this is a really good one to use and utilize. And it's a hair foam. You can use it in the morning. You can use it at night, whatever you want to do, and you apply it to the hair, and that's it. No pills you have to take, no problems, no negative side effects from sexual function. It's real simple and easy to get this therapy. All you have to do is fill out the new patient paperwork. You're going to do one quick medical consult, and you're good to go. It's really out there to help all you guys. Now, we have a lot of other different hair therapies as far as for gaining, keeping, and stuff like that, like injectable biotin or hair health capsules. But this one is really, really a game changer as far as combining those three components and having all three effects really help you out in this quest to hopefully help you with the thinning or the baldness that's going on right now. All right? And if you have any questions about it, please just give us a call. John, what up? Power Billy, how you guys doing? Been checking out you guys. Hope you guys are all doing good. I hope everything is going well as far as your journey, guys, still. All right. So if you want the Titan Revitalizer Hair Foam, can help you regrow and enhance your hair, give us a call or text 727-389-3220 or go directly to the website, fill out the new patient paperwork, and we will call you and schedule you for your appointment. Seth Jordan in the house, Hulk Squad in the house, I Handsome, Sergio, Serge, what's going on? How you doing out there? Marquez, William Cody, what's going on? How you doing? Carlos. All right, so it's a game changer, guys. And I know a lot of people that had this disease that was going on around afterwards, that they lost a lot of hair. Guys and girls. And girls really, really suffer with hair loss and hair thinning. It's really a shake to their self-confidence, I think, to a degree. Because guys, like I said, we can go bald and not really have a problem with it. It's more socially accepted in this case. And when females, lose hair or they go bald, it really does. It hits their self-confidence level, and they have to look for other things like wigs or something else, hair extensions if it's thin, and this can be damaging to their hair as well. So, guys, if you're looking for something that's going to help you out, check out the Titan Revitalizer Hair Foam. All right, another great day alive. It's an honor to be able to be alive. Absolutely, 100%. All right, so let's talk about the next topic here. Gender X to appear on U.S. passport applications via the State Department. All right, so I read this and I was like, I really just, I'm kind of in shock and kind of not, I guess. Nothing shocks me these days of what's going to go on. But seeing this is kind of crazy to a certain extent because I think this actually has to do with national security to a certain part. With this, what they're saying is now that you'll be able to, on your passport, pick male, female, or X. And that says that you don't assume that you're a male or female, right? You're non-binary. That's what they say. So you're actually going to be able to do this on passports. And that's kind of crazy because when you go into a country, let's say you're a guy and you're just a girl and you have girl on there, you could probably get through. Criminals could probably get through a lot easier too with something like this. It's really, really crazy. John, I appreciate it, bro. Stay grinding, man. So, with this, like, if we can put if I can put female on my passport, dressed in a passport picture with a female, as far as a wig as a female, a dress, the whole nine, then I guess I could sneak past maybe security and stuff like that because they're even talking about in this because of, switching the passport up, that, the transitioning for security in airports is going to have to change. So TSA, as far as pat-downs and everything like that, is going to have to change. There's going to be fewer pat-downs, is what they said, which is going to lessen security, and all these different things of how they're going to do, as far as X-ray technology and all this stuff to figure out what's what. The next thing on this, which is really crazy, they're going to let you change your Social Security card. So your Social Security card right now, and I'm an old guy at 41 years old, doesn't have your gender on it. The Social Security card has your name, full name, and it has your Social Security number on it. So they're going to let people now change their Social Security cards, and they're actually going to let them put the gender on there. So if they're a male right now, let's say, they're going to let them put female on there. Nobody would ever know because nobody really looks on that Social Security card. But my next thing is going to be is, what's the birth certificates going to be like? Are they going to change those next? Because the administration is talking about these practices starting to change on all federal documents. So I don't know how that's going to be, if that's going to be state ran or it's going to be federal ran as far as those. I would think state because it's going to be in the state where the hospital's at in the county. But I don't know. I mean, they're labeling this transgender day of visibility. So at that point, this is trying to go against the anti-transgender laws supposedly that are getting passed around the country. I don't know about that, but at this point, it's going to be really, really crazy how this all works out. And if you can change male or female on all your criteria and not be, I mean, I think that would be a security issue, but maybe not. How do I get a referral code? I keep referring everyone. All right, Seth, listen. If you refer people, you tell them your name. Say, I'm Seth Jordan. I know you're with Titan Medical Center. You tell them, and you tell them John said, I want you to put these names and credit in my name. So every person that signs up for Seth Jordan should be and I'm going to give you $50 credit for every person that signs up. So make sure that they say your name, and you keep track of those names too as well if you got them. And at that point, if there's any discrepancies, I'll make sure you're set up. But I appreciate the referrals. Word of mouth is everything to me. I think it's the best advertising out there, and it's not paid for, right? It's done by somebody that genuinely likes your services or the product that you're doing, and they feel confident in referring somebody and trusting that you're going to take care of them like you took care of like themselves, right? So at that point, I think that's big. That's a big compliment to us, and that's the least I can do. I don't like to incentivize on certain things, but man, if somebody's referring patients to us and you're with us and you love it, I'm all for that, man. I want to definitely give you guys some credit, some way, shape, or form. Aries for that summer body. Big Drew in the house, my brother. So you guys can join me and Big Drew on Titan Lifestyle Big Drew every Friday at 2 p.m. We'll see this Friday. But at that point, Aries, everybody's going crazy for Aries. It's springtime right now. Summer is almost here. We're literally in April right now, right? So at that point, people should be getting ready for summer because we want to enjoy ourselves in the summertime. Even though if you have to work, you got school, whatever, there's going to be some weekends where you're going to want to probably go out to the pool or beach or get a suntan possibly, hang out with friends outside, right? And with being outside in the summertime, it's usually really warm. And especially here in Florida, it's going to get real hot, 90 degrees plus. And at that point, when we go out, we want, guys, I think we want to take our shirts off and be confident, or more confident than we were before. And at that point, get some sun on us and not get farmer tans because we got cut off shirts because we don't want to show our stomach or our chest or even our back or love handles, right? So at that point, we want to make sure we're getting ready. And people always ask me, like, what's the best weight loss therapy out there that I can use to really get weight loss the fastest possible way? And when I think about this, and especially in the last 2 or 3 months, it's really pointing to our Aries injectable therapy, which is semaglutide. And with that, the benefits of it, not just for weight loss, but overall longevity, and being able to be on it for long extended periods of time, and then the results that patients are getting from it in such a short period of time. So that's the big thing, right? And at that point, you're going to get a lot of different benefits from our semaglutide injectable therapy, Aries. If you guys want to know more information about it, you guys can ask me on here, or you guys can call or text the number 727-389-3220. Big Drew said, don't be the person at the beach embarrassed. Take your shirt off, get some Aries, and get your confidence back. Damn straight. And for your females out there too, females want to look good in their bathing suits, right? They want to be able to go out there and enjoy themselves and not have to worry about, if they're looking bad or not. And this will help females too as well. It's a big game changer for males and females. It works awesome, curbing appetite, helping slow digestion, not spiking insulin levels or spiking blood sugar levels. It's really, really good for everybody across the board. In most cases, there's low to minimum contraindications with the medication. There's no stimulant effect with it. People have heart issues and problems can use it as well. So there's a lot of good upside to this. Glad Barbell Bombshell. So I was just talking to her earlier. I think she did her Hercules potion. She was pumped about it. I think she said she really, really liked it. I'm pumped about it too, man. So she possibly could be a new tight net. We'll see how that's going to go. But yeah, man, I'm loving everybody that's joining here. I appreciate all you guys. Thank you so much. All right, so the next one. COVID may leave the red states with a lot of erectile dysfunction problems. Okay, I thought it was a really, really funny headline, okay? And I went into the headline and started reading it. And this was done by LGBTO Nation Publications. So it was just, I wish they really would have thought this one through before they said it, right? Because they're basically pointing at red states, Republicans, that were anti-vaccination, and they caught COVID. Now, what this article entails is the research and study out there about how COVID-infected people, specifically males in this circumstance, are having a lot of issues with erectile dysfunction. It's said to be 1 out of 3 males that have caught COVID-19 are going to have erectile dysfunction issues. And then studies are showing shrinkage of testicles, low semen production, and things like this. When you have things that affect testicle size and semen production goes right along with it, look for testosterone to be lower too as well. And that's going to correlate right along with these things. Now, they were going for this where people that got infected with COVID or anti-vaccination people, these guys out there are going to suffer from erectile dysfunction, which is going to hurt them in the long run. Now, what they didn't talk about, what I don't like, because they're being unbiased here, is that even people that got vaccinations caught COVID-19 and breakthrough cases as well. So at that point, you really can't say just unvaccinated people or males in this circumstance or case are only ones going to be affected on their erectile dysfunction, their testicle size, and low semen production. With this, guys that have been vaccinated and boosted have caught COVID-19 and have had the exact same symptoms and been able to transmit COVID-19 and have had breakthrough cases where they've had to go to the hospital as well. So with that, we really should be talking about in this article how all males in the United States could be severely affected by COVID-19 as far as their reproductive organs. specifically their testicles. That's a major one, and we should really talk about that instead of trying to isolate one portion of the population that did not want to get vaccinations. And at that point, really look at the whole population of males and really talk about the research, how it's affected both populations of vaccinated and unvaccinated males. Okay? So it's just really crazy. But listen, if you guys are having erectile dysfunction issues, I would strongly encourage you guys to get a blood test and to check your free and total testosterone levels along with your luteinizing hormone and follicle stimulating hormone. And at that point, seeing what's really going on. Because a lot of patients that we've had COVID, we've done blood tests on, and those things are completely shut off or crashed. And it's crazy how things go. All right, so G Smurf has a question here. How can oxandrolone help me with TRT treatment? Okay, so oxandrolone, aka commercial name, Anavar. It's a big drug that a lot of people use, males and females. It's an anabolic steroid. It's an androgen. It is prescribed, okay? It is FDA approved, but it's FDA approved for different things. So you've got a lot of places out there that are slanging oxandrolone to patients for weight loss or hardening. That's not what oxandrolone is supposed to be used for. It's supposed to be used for people that are going through body wasting, or muscle wasting, not body wasting, but muscle wasting. And the other one is for people that are like stuck in bed basically, and they don't want to have atrophy. So burn victims per se, or people that are spending a long extended periods of time in bed and they don't want to lose this muscle. So at that point, that's what it's really used for. Okay. Now, oxandrolone is good for a couple different things. It can be very well used for people that have just had surgery done and need to recover quicker, wounds to heal faster. For TRT purposes, using this along with it, listen, it can be used to help you harden up a little bit, I guess. But at that point, it's really not going to make that big of a difference, I think, as far as if you're using testosterone already. If you're looking for more of a weight loss effect or a stimulant effect, it's not going to give you any sort of stimulation as far as a stimulant effect. Like I said, it will possibly raise free testosterone a little bit. But people are on testosterone replacement therapy, usually if they're on a good dose, their free testosterone is usually at the highest of the range or above the highest of the range in most cases. So I really don't see a big upside to using oxandrolone. A problem with oxandrolone: you're not supposed to use it for long extended periods of time. This could cause liver problems or toxicity, and can also cause kidney damage or crystallization inside the kidneys if done for too long. At that point, you really want to look at the pros and cons of this. And what are you really trying to achieve? Not, will this complement my TRT program, but what are my goals that I'm trying to achieve? And if that's, weight loss or libido effect, or, I want to gain more muscle, right? Whatever those goals are that you're trying to achieve, that is what the therapy that we really should cater or, set up for a patient per se, or you should have set up for yourself or by the provider. So at that point, that's kind of what it is. I don't think oxandrolone's that great of a drug as far as that goes. I know a lot of people use it, a lot of people recommend it, especially for girls. But there's a lot of better therapies out there or medications that can help and don't cause as much damage per se or have a better effect. All right. Shaped by Sarah, how you doing? Hamilton Owen and Easy, what's going on? How you doing out there? Lowe's, what's going on? Lee Coleman, what's up? What's going on, guys? I appreciate all you guys joining in Titan Talk Tuesdays. All right. If you guys are just joining in, Ohio is back. So if you guys are in Ohio, wanting to come back from Ohio, Titan Medical Center is officially welcoming our Titan Medical Ohio family back to the fold. We appreciate you guys. Sarah, we still got to get you in, man. I definitely want you to be a part of it. Can you explain how to use glutathione? Absolutely. Great question. Thank you. And keep them coming. I love answering the questions for you guys. All right, so glutathione. Glutathione is a super antioxidant that is produced naturally in our body. Glutathione is actually produced in the liver. glutathione depletes very fast for a number of different reasons. This could be environmental. This could be free radicals in the body. This could be sickness. This could be smoking. This could be alcohol. A number of different things deplete glutathione from your body. And glutathione plays a major role, especially for immune system and oxidation inside the body. So our body, think of cars in this circumstance, oxidize inside or go through an oxidation process. And this oxidation, think of rust, right? You see how rust gets on a car. That's oxidation. So think about that process happening on the inside of our body. And how do we go against this, combat this? That's where antioxidants come into play. And that could be vitamin C, it could be glutathione. There's other antioxidants out there that can help as well. But glutathione is one of the major antioxidants out there. It also gets rid of free radicals. And we get free radicals from a number of different places, and at that point, we don't want free radicals to go too high in our body because that causes oxidative stress damage. And we don't want that in the body because that could actually change our DNA for a negative site. So with glutathione, it's great as far as boosting immune system function. It's great for a prophylactic per se. So if you're going around sick people, you're going to travel, it's good to use there. It's also very effective for people that have fatty livers or high liver functions. So ALT, AST liver functions that are high, your liver enzymes. This will bring them down quite a bit really quick. Getting over sicknesses faster. This is usually a game changer for that. The other thing would be, they use it, high extreme amounts of doses can be used for skin whitening, but we're never going to prescribe anything high enough to make you whiter or make you lighter, okay? So I'm sorry about that. Now, how to use it? So using it is basically, you taking the medication. So you can use an insulin needle, and this would come with your therapies. You're going to use 1 full ml in most circumstances, and you're going to be able to inject in your deltoid, right? That's probably the best place to inject for most people. Now, when you pull the glutathione out into the syringe, right, it's going to be cold because glutathione needs to be refrigerated. Now, when therapies are refrigerated, and we don't have too many of them that are, but if they're refrigerated, think, when something gets colder, the viscosity of the liquid is going to thicken. Okay, and it's going to be a little bit colder. So it might be a little bit more uncomfortable to inject when it's colder. So when you pull it from the syringe, you can cap it. And at that point, you can let it sit for, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, whatever it is, and warm up to about room temperature. Then you can inject the medication, and it should be a lot more easier to do that, and it shouldn't hurt as bad. Another trick is get some tighten up along with the therapy, or B12 per se, and you can actually mix the glutathione with B12, and it will take away the sting, because it doesn't hurt like but there could be a little sting in there to a certain extent. And with B12 or Tighten Up or Tighten Complete, if you mix that in there, it literally takes the edge off if there is any edge to you. Hawk Squad said, I'm getting my packs tomorrow. Yes! Let me know, dude, how everything's going. I want to know for sure, 100%. All right? Everybody said, we got to get it going, man. Come on, we got to go. For sure. Liz Cordero, how you doing? Nice to see you. Brooks for Love, how you doing? Dan Wheeler, what's up, dude? How you doing, man? All right. Definitely need that. So yes, it's really, really good. As far as for liver functions too as well, and supporting immune function and immune support, glutathione is definitely one of the best. It's my go-to. We also have it in our Tri-Immunity. And Tri-Immunity has glutathione, it has vitamin C, it has zinc. That one does pack a little bit more of a punch as far as the injection goes. But with what you get in it, it's going to be tough to beat anything that's out there as far as immune support and antioxidant-wise goes. It's the best for sure. Yes, I can come Friday. All right, cool. All right, I'll set you up for Friday, man. All right, definitely be ready. Let's do it. Afternoon time. Okay, all right, so let's get to the poll question. And guys, if you guys want to join this poll or newsletter, go to the website, hit join the newsletter. There's a button at the top of the website that you can do, even on mobile. Click that, register on the website as far as for the newsletter, and you'll be a part of the newsletter and be able to answer the poll week in and week out. And let us know where you're at in this poll. Everybody should have a voice. I'm trying to give it to you. got that tri-immunity coming soon. It's a good one, man, as far as what you're getting in it. But it might sting a little bit. So just be cautious of that. And like I said, I would do 3/4 of that in a syringe and some B12 or Tighten Up or Tighten Complete, and it should help tremendously, half and half even. All right? Okay. All right, so the poll question is, do you have trouble with thinning or hair loss? 28% said no, I have great hair. 28% said no, but I do worry about it. 28% said yes, I have some thinning. And 16% said yes, I have severe issues with losing hair. All right, so it looks like, this answers were split pretty much across the board of no, I have great hair, no, but I do worry about it, and then yes, I do have some thinning hair, so on your way, as far as thinning out on top. So with that, we really want to look at what the prime problem is. Now, it could be a medical issue, it could be genetics, like I said, across the board, but how are we going to stop it should be your main play. Now, obviously, we talked about our Titan Revitalizer Hair Foam. That has minoxidil, finasteride, and lantopost in it. That's going to be great for growing, rethickening, and keeping that hair that's on your head, males and females. Biotin, right? That's going to be another good one. Our hair health capsules are dynamic. I take those every day. And then another one. So let's talk about outside the lines of what Titan Medical Center can do for you. There are some other things that you could possibly do to help. One is laser light treatment, red laser light treatment. And at that point, they have all these different helmets out there. You can look at the different ones out there, and there is differences in them. So make sure that you're reading all that they do and all as far as power of what they're going to give you on top of the head. And that's the big one out there. And there's a couple other companies out there that are really, really good. Maybe I can do a review for you guys to let you guys know what helmet's the best. It's a really, really good one. I think everybody should incorporate it, girls and guys, if they're having any issues or they even think they might have an issue coming up. If you're worried about it or you have some thinning, now's your time to be proactive. Don't let it just keep going, because once it's gone all the way and it's shiny there, dude, you're either going to have a hair transplant or they're going to have to genetically clone hair follicles, which they are working on, but I don't know when that technology or procedure is going to come about. So at that point, I would do everything I possibly could to keep a hat on top of my head. And I do at 41. I ain't going to lie. I got the helmet. I do the hair health capsules, biotin. I'm trying to keep every little strand that I got. All right? All right. All right, so got Disney World next week. So hard to get that immunity booster. Yes. So listen, if you're going to Disney World, this is a prime example of when to take it to be prophylactic. Take it before you go, right? Because you're going to be around a lot of different people from around the world. That's the thing about Disneyland in Florida, especially Orlando. You're going to get tourists from all around the world that are coming to all those different theme parks. And you know what? During COVID, it was a little bit more strict. The cleaning was a lot better. Since everything has been taken back down, obviously the cleaning and that has went away as well. So it's not as good as hygienically as it used to be, for sure. Mike Conley, what's going on, brother? I hope all is well, dude. All right. So I guess that's pretty much about it. Unless you guys got some questions for me, you guys want to talk about any therapies Titan Medical Center has that you might have been interested in or want to know more about, I'm here for you guys. I'm going to give you guys a couple minutes to think of anything that you want to ask me on here, and I'm here for you guys.
Yeah, this as well.
All right. Oh, yeah. I always mention that. All right, so the Champion Muscle Classic is this Saturday. Titan Medical Center is a presenting sponsor of this excellent event. Tim Gardner is putting this on along with another promoter, Mel Chansey. And at that point, they are going to put it on here in Tampa, right down the road from Titan Medical Center. We're going to be there in full effect, giving away a whole bunch of free Titan gear. Right? Me and Sharice will be in the building at the night show, as far as Drew will be with me too as well, along with some of the Titanettes, spreading the good word of Titan Medical Center and giving away, free Titan gear for everybody to take advantage of. Hawk Squad said, took some MK677 45 minutes ago, just finished 2.5 family packs of sushi. Oh my God.
Family.
I'm telling you, dude, when you guys take MK677, I didn't really believe. And listen, I took in GHRP2 and GHRP6 before because those used to be we were able to use as far as therapy wise, and that's before ipamorelin came along. And when you took that stuff, it was the same thing. 15 minutes right after you took it, usually, man, you'd want to eat down the house. And MK677 does not let you down in that regard. It's going to make you really hungry if you take it in the daytime. And I don't care if you went to the biggest buffet out there. After you take MK677, 15 minutes afterwards, that ghrelin hormone, that hunger hormone is going to kick in, and you're going to want to eat down a house. So be prepared for this if you are going to take it. At that point, if you don't want the hunger and you want to try to curb that, take it at nighttime. It'll go right along with you going to sleep. And at that point, hopefully help IGF-1 levels spike even more for you, which is going to be even better. The hunger can calm down after a few days. Some people, it does get better. It doesn't get as bad. Tolerance goes there. But for some people, it doesn't stop. I know some people that have taken it 60 days straight and get the exact same effect hunger-wise as it did the first day. They're just used to it. They knew it was coming. They were prepared more than the first day. Some people don't believe me. They take it, and they're like, oh, I know what you're talking about then, man. I had to go raid my kids' snack packs. I'm like, oh, that's not good. I was like, get all that away from you. Get temptation away from you because you don't want temptation. All right, Liz. Can the glutathione be taken with Hercules and Titan Complete? Absolutely. Most of the therapies and pretty much all of the therapies can be used together in correlation. And you can take them all. And you can take, I would take Titan Complete in the morning, glutathione in the morning, and take Hercules Potion before any strenuous activity that you're doing. And you're going to get a lot of benefit from those three, for sure, 100%. And they all do all different things. So a lot of big benefits, a lot of wide range as far as what it's going to do for you too as well. Great question. I love it. Keep coming at me with them. 10 milligrams usually is my sweet spot. Is that for MK, Seth? Usually we do 25 milligrams, and that's a pretty common dose. Don't really want to go more than that. I've seen some people out there talk about 50 milligrams and such. That's a lot. It's quite a lot. 12.5 milligrams probably at the minimum, but at that point, even at 12.5, I don't think it's gonna get the big increase for a lot of people. Some people they get a little bit off as far as that goes, and you don't want that either, right? You want to make sure you're staying on track and you're getting the big benefit. Christian from Straight Addicts, what's up, brother? How you doing? Liz, anything for you, man. Just holler at me if you have any questions, concerns, issues. I got you. Mike Lynch, how long do you wait to work out after taking Hercules Potion? All right, so after you take Hercules Potion, you usually want to wait maybe about 30 minutes to 45 minutes at most. You can wait up to an hour if you really wanted to. I wouldn't. You can go right away. You can, be out, 15 minutes later after you inject it. You can go in the gym, and it's going to work. But we usually tell patients 30 to 45 minutes. But it can be as less than 15. Half a gallon of skill milk, too. Ooh, that's good. Man, that's a lot. Got to feel full from that, dude. Sure. One more question. Can Hercules be taken 2 times a day? Sometimes I do 2 gym sessions. Absolutely. 100%. You can take it both times that you work out. You can even take a little bit more if you want to take 2 shots. Let's say, you're really going to really hammer it out one of these workouts. And, you really want to get over the hump of what you're doing, or maybe go a little bit harder than you had before. You could take 2 injections of Hercules Potion at the exact same time. You can do it bilaterally. So if you take 1 ml in this shoulder, you can do another ml in this shoulder and do it like that. Or, whatever you want to do, glutes or quads or whatever you're injecting. That's totally fine. But yeah, great question again. Mike Lynch, you're welcome, man. Anytime. Let me know how everything's going. I appreciate all you guys for joining us. Yes, Liz, it's sweet. Trust me, I've had double sessions in a day, and I'm definitely taking it for sure. Game changer for sure. I don't miss my Hercules Potion, not one bit, especially my workouts. And anybody that usually has taken Hercules Potion, they definitely don't want to train without it anymore. Andre Yeppe's in the house, our dude, man. Hope all is well, man. We'll see you tomorrow inside the lab. All right, so John Dillinger, please explain Cupid's Candy. Does it help with ED? Great question, John. So, Cupid's Candy combines 3 main medications. The first one, it has PT-141, which is FDA approved for female libido enhancement. Now, it works on males the exact same way. So if you have erectile dysfunction, this is going to help for sure. This works on the nervous system. So mental libido enhancement, right? It truly stems from that. So that's really one benefit, right? So you have the mental stimulation as far as the libido effect going for you. Cool. The next one, it has tadalafil. So that's the main ingredient in Cialis. And that works through the vascular system. So blood down to the extremities. So you have two things working to defeat erectile dysfunction and increase sexual pleasure. The third one, oxytocin. It's the bonding hormone. It's going to bring you closer to your partner, hopefully lower down some inhibitions, and you're going to enjoy your time even more, hopefully. So you have three main components. You have PT-141, FDA approved for libido enhancement. You have tadalafil, FDA approved for libido enhancement. And you also have oxytocin, the bonding hormone. You can use this with your partner. You and your partner, males and females, can both benefit from this therapy. So that's a great question. Really, really good one. If you guys have any more, and we have a ton of other libido enhancing therapies. So that's not the only one that we offer, but it is a really good main one that a lot of patients like to utilize. It doesn't have sildenafil in it, but it does have tadalafil, PT-141, and oxytocin in it. So at that point, you guys can definitely benefit from that. Now, we do have sildenafil by itself. We have it with arginine too as well. Those are awesome libido enhancers for males. So whatever you guys are trying to achieve, just let us know, and we will try to push you, or at least show you the right direction of what could possibly work the best for you out of all our therapies that we have. Okay? Woo! I can't beat MK, that's for sure, dude. Cannot beat MK677, definitely. Bianca, how you doing? Shocky, what's going on? And 8 Dodger, what's going on? 813. All right, we got some Tampa people in the house. Okay, guys, I think that's going to be it for today, unless you guys got some more questions for me. I appreciate all you guys joining in. Like I said, Ohio is back officially. So if you have Ohio patients or you were an Ohio patient before, you want to become a patient, now is your time to utilize and take advantage of Titan Medical Center and our therapies for you. All right, guys, I appreciate it. Make sure you guys go to YouTube, hit the all notification bell, hit the subscribe button first. Go to YouTube, hit that subscribe button, hit the all notification bell so you guys get all great content. Make sure you guys are sharing this over here on Instagram. You guys can tag people on this. You guys can even share it to your story with that little arrow that's in there. Right on the side of your messages where you're typing at the bottom. Facebook, share it, man. I appreciate all you guys. Thank you guys so much. I'll see you guys next week for Titan Talk Tuesday with me, John, CEO of Titan Medical Center. Appreciate all you guys. Thanks a lot.